So we're going to be looking at concentration. So if we've been analysing chemicals, so I've represented the chemical that we're going to analyse as blue dye. So we'll be looking at how much of a particular chemical is in, say, bread or whatever it is that you're analysing. So we could be looking at the amount of iron in bread or salt, so sodium ions, chlorine ions, or phosphate, or sugar molecules. So to represent all of those, I've used the blue dye. So we would get whatever it is that we're analysing, dissolve it, filter out anything that's insoluble like we did with the gravimetric, and then we're just studying what is soluble. So the iron or the salt has been dissolved in the water and it's floating around. So in between all of here are the water molecules, and that water molecule, the solution, has a particular volume. We're representing the dye, like the iron particles or the sodium ions, as dots here. So they're spaced out a certain amount, and that combination of the mass or whatever it is that you're analysing in the volume, those two things together are concentration. Okay, so the mass is the dye. This will be in grams or milligrams or moles, and the volume in mils or litres. So the two things are concentration. So we'll summarise this equation and say just mass on volume, or I can represent the mass also as the number of moles. So there's two different ways of representing the same thing. When you get your units for moles, if you're using moles, it's always moles in a litre. If you're using this mass in a volume, it can be in different mils, and we'll do that, different volumes. We'll do that in a minute, but the units for this are moles per litre, always per litre. I can summarise moles per litre as mole per litre, so this is the same unit. And another way of writing moles per litre as a summary is with a capital M. So we'll have some number moles per litre or some number big M. So don't get your big M confused with molar mass. This is a unit, like litres or grams. It's a new unit. And that new unit is molar, and it means moles per litre.